Welcome back to the Steps Iron Podcast. Honest conversations, unfiltered opinions, stories you won't hear in a briefing. Subscribe now and hear the side of service no one talks about, but everyone remembers. I'm your host, Tim Hunsaker, and I've got my co-hosts here, Eric Hunter
Ayo.
and Asim Johnson.
Hi, how are you, my home skillets? How are you guys?
Hey, how are you?
Hi.
I think everybody's going to enjoy our topic for today. It actually got a lot of feedback, and hopefully it's kind of funny. So, the topic is, what's the weirdest skill the military accidentally taught you?
Ooh, yeah. I was ready for this. I didn't see shit, naturally. I usually don't see shit, but I was ready for this.
You like to just go in raw dog, huh?
It's gonna be some slut shit.
Look, I can just speaking for me, I'm normally a super impatient person. Like, if things don't work immediately, I'm like, oh man, this thing's just broken. And like, stuff like that. The military definitely taught me the weird skill of just patience. I don't want to say like, because it's only patience for military things where they're like, oh, hey, be here at 04 and it should only take an hour. I know that means it's going to take 3 to 5 business days.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Yeah, I guess that, and I just expect that. So then I go there and I'm just patient as fuck because I know I'm gonna be there all day, even though it's only supposed to be there for an hour.
Absolutely.
Whereas if I like go to my doctor's office right now and they're like, "Oh yeah, you'll just have to wait for like 10 minutes," and like 3 minutes goes by, I'm like, "Damn, it's been at least like 20 minutes. Like what the fuck?"
Yeah.
So it's just I'm patient, but only by military standards.
And for military things.
Yeah, military things. Yeah,
I like it. All right, so we had a couple of comments on our actual subreddit, so thank you for using our subreddit. Hopefully in the next couple of months we'll only need to use our subreddit. But first comment was how to generally go unnoticed in a room with an authority figure such that they eventually forget my name.
yeah.
That under the radar. Yeah, that is something. Yeah, I get that.
And there was a couple of responses to this. The first one just said that it comes in handy. I would agree. You sometimes you want to go unnoticed and kind of like scoop in under the radar and just kind of slide past without anybody really taking too much notice. And then the last response to that was also underrated skill. Congrats.
Yeah, I mean, because once you get known, that skill's just gone.
It's gone forever.
Yeah, so if you maintain that skill like your whole military career, like, hey, kudos to you. You made it through and didn't get shit on.
Mm-hmm.
But the moment that someone's like, oh yeah, that's so and so, it's over with. Like everybody's gonna know your name. People are gonna know you that you don't even know who they are. Like once word spreads, it's over with.
Yep.
So underrated skill, 100%.
And I would say I kind of had this skill before I went AGR and got attached to the RSP. And when I was the training NCO for the RSP is when that went downhill quickly, because then every single new person that came to the state knew who I was because I did all their paperwork and make sure they got paid, and saw them when they got home from training, and it was kind of that guy.
Oh yeah, if you have the skill as a recruiter, you're probably doing something wrong. So.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, I tried to stay under the radar prior to that, but
yeah.
Next comment was utilizing the word fuck as a verb, adverb, noun, pronoun, and adjective.
Yeah. So
I actually responded to this one because like that shit literally hit me to my core. Like that's just a lifestyle. I think I said something along the lines of like I use fuck so often that when I get mad I stop saying fuck, and that's when it's a problem. Like you should be concerned if I stop saying fuck and I start saying like frickin', because that means I'm actually mad.
Yeah.
That's
pretty close to what you said.
Yes. Yeah. I kind of like went on a little bit more about it, but yeah.
But no, it was good. I liked it. All right. Moving on. So we had another comment, and they said to never believe nothing, even first-hand accounts.
Trust but verify.
Ooh, yep.
I feel like that ties exactly into trust but verify, like you said.
Hell yeah.
never believe nothing. What a double
What?
negative.
Yeah, I know. What a double. Exactly, double day. um, yes and no. I mean, I feel like it's sometimes you. It depends on how somebody tells a story or explains something. Because some of the stories that we've even told on the podcast, like some of them are secondhand accounts. Like definitely, like somebody told me the story, and then I'll talk about the story here.
Yeah.
Just because I haven't had some of those cool experiences, myself. But I definitely agree. Like sometimes it's hard to believe some of the shit that people say for sure.
Yeah, I mean, until somebody like when we were talking about
The
old
colonel.
boy that the colonel that
Mm-hmm.
was like had all those crazy SF stories, and like I was just like, yeah, that's cool, man,
I
that's
mean,
awesome.
we only kind of confirmed it because he and I know one of the same people, but
Yeah, but at least he knows some people in SF that gives him some credibility
some
to his
credibility for sure.
stories. But at first, people always try to, especially with recruiting, people always come up, oh man, I was in the army back in the day, and
Mm-hmm.
I did this, and I did that. It's like, oh, that's cool, man. That's a great story, but you just kind of gotta take things with a grain of salt.
Right.
I
So,
guess the trust but verify kind of goes more into like somebody tells you they did something, and you like, okay, let me confirm that this happened. So yeah, fair enough.
agree. Next comment had probably the most upvotes and the most responses. So 223 upvotes.
Oh wow.
And I really like the comment. The ability to instantly bond with another human and then be okay with suddenly never talking to them again.
Yep.
True statement.
That is like
100%. This is
one of
very
the
accurate.
top tier abilities. You like you
Yes.
talk to people about that shit before they go to basic. Like, hey, bro, there's gonna be some people you like. That's like your best friend, bro. But like after basic, you never talk to them.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
And even like on both of my deployments, I hung out with two different groups. And I'd like the group on my first deployment, never talked to. Like I moved to a different unit, never talked to them again. Second deployment, I moved to a unit after I came back from my second deployment. So every time I deployed, I moved to a different unit. I would just never like I saw one of those guys that was like literally one of my roommates in Cuba not too long ago. And we just talked like, hey man, like what's up? How's life? Like he got out of the military, and we just bullshit. Just
Mm-hmm.
bullshit. Almost as if we were still in Cuba. Like it was kind of wild.
Yeah.
So
And it does work for both ends. Like you can end up getting super close with them, and y'all stay close,
yeah.
or it can kind of just wither away. But that
Yeah.
shit is crazy. It's just the speed. I think the main part of it is just the speed at which you can get super tight with
Well,
somebody.
it's crazy because you say wither away, but I feel like a lot of times when you run back into those people, it's
It's
like,
still good.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
like your friendship never
It's
never
only
ended.
because of
You just,
distance. That's
yeah,
it. Yeah.
we just paused it, but we'll pick back up when I see you again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And one of the responses actually goes into that a
I'll
little
tell you all about it when I see you. Anyways, my bad.
bit. So the first response to this comment was, the older I get, the more I think about this. I feel like a terrible friend, but that's just how it is.
Mm-hmm.
And I agree with this because I've actually thought this, having switched states recently through the guard and everything, and like I haven't stayed in touch with too many people. And but one of my best friends, he just found out that he's having another baby, and all this stuff, and like I found out through Facebook, and I like hit him up, and I was like, dude, like, what the hell, like, thought we were buddies, and he was just like, oh man, sorry, like I haven't seen you since you left, so. And I'm like, no, it's cool. Like I haven't talked to you either. So like it's just a thing. Like it just
Yeah.
happens. Next response is, it kind of feels like a toxic trait, but it's really just the nature of the military.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for anybody that's like new to the military or like just about to join, like don't read into this too much.
Yeah.
Like it's normal. Like it happens.
Yeah.
It does. I can understand how it would seem like a toxic trait because it's like you only deal with like it's that object permanence. You're in my sight, so I'm gonna remember you. But as soon as you're out of my sight, I'm gonna forget who you are, type deal. But that's not how it actually is. That's what
Yeah.
that's all he's getting at. It's like that's not how it actually is.
And civilian side, that type of understanding can get like reinforced. The understanding that it's not.
Yeah.
That shit can get reinforced, and people can like guilt trip you for certain shit. But
Yeah.
military side, you're good, bro. We all understand. I promise.
Because
We all understand.
a unit can consist of over 100 people, 200 people. Like you are going to interact with 200 people on a regular basis. Like it's going to happen. Like
at some point, promise.
yeah. So it's okay if you don't, stay in touch with all 200 of them. Like we just aren't naturally able to do that, most of us.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So next response was specifically in the National Guard. This is an even bigger reality. You pop in part time to do a school or do a deployment, and poof, gone. The likelihood of ever running into someone you know again isn't a part of your state's National Guard is extremely low. I mean, I've experienced this firsthand. I'm sure all three of us have. Um, but like going to like ALC, I mean,
Yeah.
for small arms, like most of my class was actually active duty at a National Guard post, and um, like I mean, some of them I still talk to, and a couple others like we were best friends there, and then we haven't talked since we went back to our regular jobs.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Um,
just SQI4 alone for recruiting. Like my best bud was dude from Tennessee.
mhm,
Um, we just happened. We both had HU for our last name, so they sat us next to each other, and we were, man, thick as thieves.
mhm.
But I mean, I still check in on him every now and again because he'll like post his enlistments and stuff, and I'll give him a like and be like, "Hey, congrats, man!" But otherwise, like we talked every day for the whole 5 weeks of that school, and then now I talk to him like
Yeah,
once in a blue moon.
I mean, I did SQA4 online, so I can't speak to that.
Oh,
Damn.
Yeah,
that's
lucked
crazy.
out on that one.
Damn.
That's crazy.
But SLC was at Peck, and
It's a COVID pecker.
one of my
God
my guy there that I was like, we were thick as thieves. We did everything. I mean, he's from Wisconsin, and like he had some medical stuff happen with his daughter while he was there, and like I mean, I personally have had some similar experiences because I got my girls, but like his daughter was like young, like 3 months old,
Oh wow.
and his mom was watching her, and she like fell,
Oof.
and hit her head, and it ended up being more than just a little bump on the head. And so like I remember seeing him the next morning, and we'd been working on an assignment until like 2 a.m. or something like that,
Hmm.
and like he didn't look like he slept at all, and we talked about it, and I was like, you need to let our instructors know. And then he told the instructors, and they were like, yeah, if you need to step out for phone calls or anything like that, you let us know, and if it gets worse, like we'll send you home, kind of situation. But I remember afterwards, I went back to Utah, he went back to Wisconsin, and I like sent him a text when I landed. I was like, hey man, did you make it home safe? Because he had like a 12-hour drive,
Yeah.
and he didn't respond to me for like 2 weeks. He's like, oh dude, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I made it back. Like, I'm just like, dude, like we're starting this off fast, like
Yeah.
like
Hey.
instantly no longer friends. I'm just, uh, but I actually ended up having a dude that I was working with at my college that I had Q&E'd. So like he'd gone through the whole MEPS process and everything, and walked away like the day he was supposed to enlist.
Hmm.
And he was from Wisconsin. He was like, "Yeah, I'm actually moving back." And he's like, "But I'm still interested in the guard now. Like, I ended up not doing my master's program, like all this stuff." And I was like, "Oh, like that's wild. Like I have a buddy that's a recruiter in Wisconsin." And he was like, "Yeah, dude, give me his contact info." So I actually gave him a referral, and that referral enlisted in the Wisconsin National Guard.
Damn.
I know. Threw him a bone though. But anyway, next comment or response actually to OP. And then when you see them again years later, you just pick up right where you left off. I think that's like the coolest part of
Oh yeah.
of
Yeah.
this whole um, part. Like, and like you can speak to that. I can speak to that. Like it happens all the time. Like I've ran into somebody from like basic training that I haven't seen in 12 years, and I ran into them just on post at Fort Jackson, and it was like, oh, like what's up? What's up? Like both staff sergeants, like crazy. Like talk for about 5 minutes and then we just move on. I'll probably never see that dude again. Like but it's just how it goes.
I mean, that's like so. Like yesterday, I told you I was talking to like one of my old readinesses sergeants. I don't know, readiness sergeants.
Wow.
I don't know, man.
Readiness
Like
is
readiness. Yeah, I don't know.
Wow.
I
Readiness is.
I had a stroke. My bad.
Damn.
Anyway,
Was I behind you? No, go ahead.
yeah, probably. Anyway, so yeah, I was talking to him and like, man, I hadn't talked to him in God, feels like years, and he just like we literally just started talking about like one of our old ATs, because he let me like I brought my Switch to that AT just to play a game like Mario or something like that, and he let me borrow, like, he had like Dark Souls, the very first Dark Souls when it came to the Switch. He let me borrow it, and at some point when I gave it back to him, like, it got lost or something. Something happened to this game, and it went missing. Um, and he's been giving me hell about that game since that day. And like, so that's our running joke is every now and again he'll just randomly text me, he'll be like, "Hey man, you still got my copy of Dark Souls for the Switch?" And so it's been like literally I haven't seen this dude in years, and like we're just sitting there talking. He's like, "Oh yeah, by the way, you still got my copy of Dark Souls?" I was like, "Motherfucker, I will cash app you for this damn game."
I'm gonna need you to come up off that, Aaron. I need you to come up off that shit.
That's awesome.
Don't cash app him though. That kills it.
Oh yeah, no. He's like, "No, I just got to keep that joke alive, man. We can't let that thing die."
Not let that shit die.
Next response was underrated skill. I would say yes and no. Like, I feel like there's friends within certain circles that like you just keep contact with regardless. But next one was, wait, you had to join the military to do this? I've been doing this long before I joined.
Oh damn.
Like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, bro's a different breed.
Well, the crazy thing is, I don't know if I developed this skill from the military to do that, or if I just naturally did it or had it.
I mean,
but I notice my civilian friends will like, if I don't talk to them for like a week or two, they'll be like, "Hey man,
like, you good?
you don't love me no more?" Type
Yeah.
deal. Like, why don't you talk to me?
Yeah.
But my military friends will just, I'll see them next drill or whatever,
Mhm.
and then they're like, "Oh, what's up, man?" Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, I've got a couple of friends from like high school and college that I've done this to unintentionally, not just whatever. But like, I had one of them that basically reached out because he was moving, and like I hadn't talked to this dude in like 4 years.
Damn.
And like, but we were like best friends in high school. We wrestled on this. We were on the same wrestling team. He and I dated two girls that were sisters. Like we were close.
Damn.
And it was like he just hit me up and was like, "Hey man, like I know we haven't talked in a while, but I'm moving from this place to this place." And he's like, "I saw you have a truck. Can you help me out?" And I was like, "Yeah, man, like time and place." Showed up, helped him out. Haven't talked to him again actually, but he was just like, I was like, "Hey man, like I'm sorry I haven't kept in touch." And he was like, "Oh no, like you always show up when it's the right time." Like he's like, "I still understand." And I'm like, "All right." He's not in the military, so I don't know. Maybe it's just a
Some people get it. Some people
some
don't.
people get it. And then the last response to this was, "Damn it, I just assumed it was me."
Wow.
Yeah, it's just you.
It's just you. All right, next comment. The ability to just stand in line, really the uh, quintessential answer to this question. The Army truly operates on the theory that soldiers' time is irrelevant and can't be wasted. Almost every practice and procedure in the Army is built with the understanding that the soldier is to come on their time, with no regard for the soldier's timeline. I'm sitting here with my blood pressure rising just thinking about how PHA takes 6 hours for 20 minutes of actual events.
Yeah.
It is-
Yeah.
this is-
Well, no, 20 minutes. I'm not gonna lie. 20 minutes is an understatement.
I mean,
But
I feel like hearing takes more than 20 minutes.
boy, the motherfucking IRMX visits. I will say, you are indeed onto something. That
I
shit
mean,
takes forever.
This is damn near verbatim how I started this, about how you just learn the skill to just fucking sit there
and wait
and disassociate with your existence for 3 to 5 business
Real life
days.
autopilot.
Yeah.
Real life fucking autopilot.
Yes.
Amount of time sitting in that hearing line, and I'm just like, la la la. Oh, it's my turn. Oh, thank God.
So some of the responses to this are hilarious, and this one actually got 89 upvotes, which is probably like our second highest.
Shout out my dog.
So first response is the military and standing in line. The Navy used to joke that if you wanted to mess with Marines aboard a ship, just stand in line outside of the hatch door and say nothing. Within 20 minutes, there would be a line of Marines stretching down the length of the ship, and the sailors would say, "Well, go find out what's happening. Wait here." 2 hours later, the Marines would still be there.
That's funny.
That is so fucked up.
We can find out what's happening.
That is a crazy troll.
You guys hang tight.
Response after that was 5 hour line for dental. Fuck.
There's always hearing that takes forever around here.
Hearing
So.
and dental, I
yeah.
feel like, and NPA, just meeting with the provider. But
Yeah, that's fair.
yeah, but those are definitely like the bottlenecks. After I got out of the Marine Corps, I vowed I'd never stand in another line. Then I had kids.
Boy.
No truer statement.
Yeah. Stand in line for everything. Meeting Santa.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's funny.
And then we had hurry up and wait. I mean, we've gone over that in a previous podcast episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the epitome of the military.
Hurry up and bye.
And then this dude said had an SRP last over 10 hours a few months back.
Oh my god.
I can't. I mean, yeah. Like
Next
I've been there.
Next
Oh, bro.
Shit.
The
I'm gonna get
last
triggered.
the last IMRX I went to that I actually like went through, because bright side about AGRs, I just kind of do that shit on my own right now.
Mm-hmm.
But the last IMRX I went to as M Day, they told us to report at like 7, and then nobody sent me the text because I was like ADOS and was drilling elsewhere. So I would literally only show up for like the IMRX and range. Nobody sent me the text that it actually got pushed back to 10. So I'm sitting in the parking lot at 7 in the morning. It doesn't start until 10.
Oh god.
And then I'm in there, and like they had me at the back of the line because they had to add me to the list because they didn't even have me on the freaking list. So I'm in the H's where I can get in like the middle somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm at the back of the line, bro. I was there from 7 a.m. to like 5 p.m. So yeah, 10 hours, every bit of it. Yeah,
Shot myself in the dick.
Yeah,
I would have did.
this is terrible.
Would have cheddar Bob.
The only thing that like made it better was my recruiter is CSM, and he showed up and he needed to do the IMRX, and he's like sitting there in the line, and I like go out to say hey to him because he's my recruiter. I'm gonna say what's up, CSM, and like I'm walking over to him, and somebody's like, oh CSM, you're not on the list. Some specialist like CSM, you're not on the list. I was like, oh yeah, you tell the CSM he's not on the list. All right, good luck with that. And I just like turned around and walked away. And then, like 2 minutes later, I see him walking through with one of the pieces of paper, and they're like, "Oh, you can start over here, CSM and dental." I was like, "Yeah, damn right. Put that motherfucker on the list. Motherfucker made you make that list."
Getting front loaded.
Front loaded from the back.
Yeah. Next comment said, "Fucked up my eating habit. I finish meals in 5 minutes, 10 if I drag it out. I'm horrible dinner company in the civvy world."
Yes. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes. When I say y'all, yes. Yes. They do like this little trend shit where like women will like look at their fucking male partners, and just talk about how fucking fast they eat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I cannot live the stereotype now. I'm not gonna.
Yeah,
like I'll be destroying fucking food.
Like my food arrives and talking time is over. It's eating time, and then I'll eat, and then when I'm done eating because I start talking again. So
it's just like they say, like in city dinner world, boy, Thanksgiving, man, I'm talking about I look like a damn animal because that plate is gone in seconds.
Yeah, I always feel so bad,
and I'm fucking out of there. Like you gonna come back in and chill with us? Nah, I'm outside after that, big dog. It's over.
I'll be sitting at the table. I'll just be talking with my folks, and my folks are both like barely even a quarter of the way done with their meal, and I like wolfed it down like, "Oh, you want some more?" I was like, "No, I'm full. Like I ate to my heart's content. You saw how big my plate was. Like
I'm done.
I'm just done.
Just
don't need to eat anymore."
Yeah. So I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like I've kind of lost this habit just because I talk a lot. So, but when I first got back from training, and then anytime that I would go to like a long school or something along those lines, like I'd always come back and it's just like automatically, kind of default back to that. But I love this next response just because it's kind of funny. But dude says, "I've had people ask me how long I've been out of prison because of how fast I eat."
Hey, you made this comparison, bro. Basic training, that's where I got my skill from. I was good, but basic, that shit did it. That shit is very similar to prison, bro.
I mean,
very similar to prison.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, next comment. "I work in healthcare, so the resilience to deal with bureaucracy. I actually said this in a job interview once about dealing with unions. Taking forever to onboard a job because of stupid non-necessary / non-value added steps. Cool. Trying to fix a problem by trying a bunch of different solutions and basically throwing shit at a wall. Note. Transfers to apply for promotions. I don't know what MP stands for, but I'm guessing no problem, but I'm not sure. And then making simple shit complicated can compare it to the army.
Oh yeah, 100% simple
100%.
shit.
Like 100%. And then his last thing that he wanted to talk about, figuring out how to steer the good idea fairy away from your AO. They call me the fairy whisperer.
That's pretty good. I mean, there are a lot of times where you can just see that like good idea fairy sneaking into your lieutenant's ear or some shit. And you're
Dude.
like, oh fuck, here we go. How do I guide this without making me call him an idiot, saying that's a dumb idea? How do I?
Until you said that shit just not hunt, I was like kind of distracted. Until you said that, I didn't know exactly what we were talking about a good idea. I know exactly what the fuck we're talking about now. Shout out to that good idea fair.
Yeah.
So I had a readiness NCO, and his favorite thing to do was to have like all the new lieutenants like drop like a con op and like fill out all the essential paperwork that you need to do like any kind of field training, and so he would have them do everything, including like a risk analysis.
Mm.
Or a DRA or whatever they're called. And one time the dude came back and he was like, "So we want to do this." He was like, "Yes." And he's like, "This says that's high risk." And he was like, "Yeah, but it's what I want to do." And he was like, "All right, for it to be high risk, we have to get the first general officer's signature on it because we're only allowed to go up to moderate for the battalion." And he was like, "Okay." Like the LT had zero clue what he was about to go do.
Yeah.
And he would make him go through the whole entire thing, and then they'd come back and they'd be like, "All right, so I was told that we need to make this change, this change, this change, this change,"
Damn
and
right.
he's like, "But they learn quick." And I'm like, "I bet they do."
Yo, poor.
But he wouldn't even
hey,
stop him. He would just be like, "Hey, here's what you need to do next." Like he would just push him through the
and
steps.
for the one instance, I actually agree with that. I think that's fine.
I mean, it definitely brings a reality to the good idea fairy for all the new officers, because I'm not saying don't have ideas, all right?
Yeah,
Like I
no.
mean, like we still need you to think outside the box.
Yeah,
So,
just don't shoot
I
outside.
don't remember if I told this on the podcast or not, but
Hit that
something
thing.
about the. Did I tell you guys about the smell test?
Yes.
Smart,
Yeah.
moral, ethic, legal, and logical.
Yep.
Yes.
Or safe, moral, ethic, legal, and logical.
Mhm.
It was actually I heard that years ago and like loved it and kept it going.
From an LT.
Yeah, from an LT.
What?
Right? Yeah. Well, he was. To be fair, he was a sergeant before he was an LT. So and it kind of makes sense now, right?
Man, you shouldn't have said nothing.
Yeah, my bad.
This is supposed to uplift all the LTs.
Nah, well, but I heard it again recently at my last retention drill. The major here was like, he's like, "Does that pass your smell test?" I was like, "Damn, this motherfucker actually knows about the smell test." Hell yeah.
Oh shit, Major, you know ball. Okay.
Okay. I was like, maybe
No
maybe
ball.
you ain't
Okay.
shit. All right.
I fuck with you, guy. I might want to fuck you. I mean, yeah. Continue.
Yeah.
So this is gonna sound super dumb, but going to just you kind of taking it back to an old episode, taking it all the way back to the first one when we were walking out of the high school we were at yesterday. There was like 4 kids that were just like, "Yeah, I walked in and they were butt booty naked." Just took me back all the way back.
Oh, man.
And like we're like walking past them in the hallway, and I was looking at your face, expecting some kind of a reaction. I think you were just focused on getting the fuck
Oh
out
yeah,
of
there
there.
were so many kids in there.
But
Like I was just trying to get
it had
down
me
to it.
laughing because I'm just like, I want to know what this conversation is about now, because we know exactly what we were talking about
Oh
in
yeah.
that first episode.
Oh man, no, once that bell rung and all them kids were starting to move around, I was just like, you and Johnson better figure it out. Like I'm just getting the fuck out of here. Like
Yeah, that shit turns into a C.
Mm-hmm. All right, next comment. Quickly making random places you find yourself in home, and then being okay with picking up and doing it all over again. So flexibility and quick response to change.
Yeah, home where you
Yeah.
lay your head, baby.
yeah. And it's not just like changing your location for quick response to change. Like I mean, shit, we get a new regulation every freaking month, it feels like, on something we have to change. And it's just, all right, cool. This is the new life now. I mean, if you either freaking get with it or get run over by it.
Oh, dude, I remember. I mean, I was at the RSP as a training NCO when Genesis became a thing,
Oh, I'm so sorry.
and
Shit.
I mean it didn't affect my job that much,
Oh,
but like, dude, there were some recruiters in my state that, like, I'm telling you, they lived off of just telling people to lie. Like, that was the only way they found people that would join.
Damn.
Is they would find somebody that was like definitely not really medically qualified, like for maybe for a stupid reason, but for whatever reason, and they'd be like, "Look, like they don't actually know what you don't tell them, so just don't say
don't tell.
anything." Which as a recruiter, you're not supposed to do this. So,
Yeah. When
and like, man, they'd send somebody up to MEPS with like clean pre-screen and everything. So like 2807 said nothing, just all nose. And they'd come out of there like 5 different DQs. Like, hey, we found all this stuff in Genesis. Like, man, it was hurting time.
Wild Wild West when that
Yeah.
shit started.
And like, I just remember recruiters, like, there were certain people that got moved to ops and like out of all these different, and they were like good recruiters, like exceeding mission
Mm-hmm.
years in the past. And it was just like all they could say is that it was all Genesis' fault.
Yeah.
And I was just
Which
like,
there's an
man,
implication for
adapt
that.
and overcome. Come on
Mhm.
now, like,
I mean, a lot of it had to do with, I feel like, those psych issues.
Yeah.
Was
yeah, but
our
I feel like psych's always been a problem. Like,
Yeah, but I feel like you can cover up your
Yeah, you could
depression
get
and
away with it.
anxiety for
Yeah.
like a couple hours
Yeah,
and
sure.
get through.
Sure. But
That's
and,
really where
and like
like
maybe this is just the type of recruiter that I am, but like morally, like if
Yeah.
I have somebody come to me and like you can tell that they've definitely got depression and it's like
oh
severe depression
yeah
to the point where it's like you've been in the military long enough that you know like it's probably going to get worse or
Yeah.
like they're going to have an episode while serving.
yeah 100%.
You're not going to put your
Depression.
your guy or girl to your right and left through that because you want to make sure that like
You get
they can rely on that person just for an enlistment. Like if you're that type of recruiter, like you're in my opinion, you're doing it wrong.
I agree.
Just because like you gotta look out.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Yeah, but see, you know what's crazy? They are trying to look out.
Yeah, for themselves.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like and
Oh,
I
we-
always and it's I still and I still always say like do what's best for the applicant, right? Do what's best for the person that you're working with.
Yeah.
But you also gotta make that determination prior to.
Yeah.
So
Because this decision ain't only concerning just the individual and the recruiter. Like
Right.
that
Right.
person ends up, being around people doing other things.
mm-hmm.
So, But I just think it's interesting though, because like I remember when Genesis came out or whatever, or like I heard stories about it dropping and, it being a thing that kind of shook up recruiting game, but I just never like gave it a lot of thought or like heard firsthand accounts about how that went for a lot of recruiters. Yeah, that shit is crazy.
To
So,
give you an idea, so I was in charge of discharges just because my NCOIC when I was at the RSP, his mindset was I want everybody to know how to do everybody else's job so that anybody can take leave and everything will still function like it's supposed to.
Kind of makes sense.
Yeah, it was. I like him. He was great. He was a great dude. And so I'm there like doing discharges. Specialist Hunsaker doing
Nice.
discharges.
Yes.
And I'm just looking at it and I'm like, okay, one recruiter. Oh, same recruiter. Oh, same recruiter. Oh, same recruiter.
Mm.
Oh, same recruiter. 7 in a row.
Fucking great.
And in Utah, they don't take your enlistments back. So all 7 of those counted, and I had to kick all 7 of them out.
Mm.
I mean, yeah, they
Damn,
don't take
damn.
away.
I know they don't
either,
here,
so-
but some states do.
Oh, really?
Yes. Yeah, if somebody doesn't ship in certain states, you have to make up that enlistment.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah,
like-
I mean, like, hey, don't go putting that idea
Yeah,
in
no, don't
anybody's
get
head
me
here.
wrong, like-
But
Don't get me wrong, but it does make sense. Why would I give
but
you
generally
credit
speaking,
for a
like if
number
you
you
look
didn't
at
get?
states that do that and states that don't, in the states that don't take those back, they definitely give like the mission a fluff. Like,
Yeah.
like our mission is 12, so like maybe we really only need to get 10 each, but they're going to be add 2 to that to make up for any
Yeah.
losses. Kind of,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. And so like that's why in some of those states, like I want to say don't quote me on this, but I went to SQI4 with a dude from Kansas, and I'm pretty sure he told me that they would take him back. But his mission was like 7 for the year.
Boy.
And I was like, man, must be nice. I mean,
Well, it's also based on the size of the state too.
True.
yeah,
True.
but I mean, Kansas has got some pretty big areas. But anyway,
Yeah, it does. It does.
we're getting off on tangent, so we'll kind of roll back in.
Yeah.
Next comment was the art of not giving a fuck.
Ooh. Top tier.
Yep.
Top tier.
Yeah.
There's also a really good book if anybody is looking for a book to read.
The Art of Not Giving a Fuck.
Mm.
It does say fuck a lot if you're,
Oh,
not
yeah.
okay with that.
That's
but...
right up my alley. Sorry, guys. It's not. It's right up my alley.
Yeah, I was
Fuck,
gonna say,
fucking
if
fuck.
you're not okay with fuck,
I don't give
you
a
probably
fucking
be
fuck
listening to
if
this
they say
podcast.
fuck.
Yeah, I just the opening.
Which fuck? This fuck?
Yeah, the opening is wonderful. You have to listen to it anyway.
Oh, man. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, this is definitely
Yeah.
if you're in the military, you just
Embrace
kind
the
of like
suck.
learn this anyway.
So it is. It's embrace the suck.
All right, next comment. Tying small knots at the end of boot laces to prevent them from coming untied. Still use it to this day on my work boots.
Oh my God, heavenly pick, divine draw. Okay, this was a divine pull right here. Yo, when I say that shit is a lifesaver, game changer, manipulator. Just had to say something else. Y'all, this shit is great. I do this shit with every pair of shoes I own. Anything that has laces in it, I do this shit with it. So, shout out to my drill sergeant that put me onto this shit in basic. W guy.
Oh man, you had to wait for your drill?
Yes, I didn't know about this shit, bro. He's like, hey, bro, hey, Trini, look, let me show you the game. And there's like 18 of us, bro. You just put all us on, bro. Right after you finish smoking our dumbass.
Blame it on your recruiter. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Fuck that guy. I
Oh,
don't
man.
even know that guy.
Some of those things I just figured out on my own.
Yeah.
Like my drill sergeant never told me nothing about that. That's why.
My recruiter walked me through it, but we did something different where like the day you would join in the National Guard in Utah, they would give you a uniform. So like this is back in the ACU days.
Yeah. I mean, I got a uniform.
The
day I
digital
joined.
camo.
Yeah.
And like, but I got it the day I joined, so I got that and a PT uniform. But a lot of states don't give you both. You just get one or the other.
Yeah.
So that was kind of unique. But
we actually used to have our own RSP.
Yeah, we did too.
PT outfit.
Yeah.
And then they gave us the ACUs as well.
But yeah.
Damn, you old.
Good old digi camo.
Yeah, what you know about that?
Damn.
Looking like dollar bills out there.
Yeah, looking like that.
That was like
they
my
talk
favorite
about,
thing.
oh, this is urban camo. What urban environment am I blending in with?
Money.
Money.
All right, next comment. How to make a whack shack.
Yep.
Wow.
Hey.
Wow.
Literally playing
Gears.
No, with the fort. Like, what do you call it? Like building a pillow fort. Learn how to build a pillow fort when you're 20-something years old.
Wow.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, them Jack Shacks is crazy.
Hey, man, yeah, we had all kinds of shit up. Like, you turned it in your own little area. Like, talking about, that goes back to that last comment, talking about being able to make a place your home. Like, when you just got one little barrack, like one little bunk in a barrack, and that's all you got. You turn that bitch into your home when you stuck there for months.
That's true. Next comment, and we've touched on this like 1,000 times, but sitting around doing nothing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a skill, but I can only do it for things related to the military, because otherwise I get bored.
Yeah. I'll literally watch paint dry if you tell me that I'm just supposed to wait until we're dismissed. But
Yep. All right. Next comment. How to sleep standing up.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
And then somebody followed up with that and just said how to sleep anywhere.
Yeah.
And I agree with that one. I mean, I don't think I've ever fallen asleep standing up. I've seen people at basic training that fell asleep standing in the line for getting a haircut. And that was hilarious because they just fall down. And then the drill sergeant smokes the shit out of them. Generally, to wake them up, to help them,
Yeah, help wake you up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Um,
The sleeping wherever. I mean, that's like, yeah, our drill sergeants kind of told us to take naps without telling us to take naps. They were like, hey, privates, you got to get your rest where you can get it.
mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Next comment or response to this was something something hot porta john. I don't know if you guys have ever fallen asleep in a porta john, but
Wow, no.
No,
I haven't
that's
fallen asleep. I've been close to because it's
yeah,
so fucking hot in that bitch.
mm-hmm,
But
mm-hmm.
like
more
actually
like
falling
about to
asleep,
pass out, not
you got
fall
to be in a
asleep.
good one for that though. Like,
So I was at AT one year.
Oh, jeez.
Not me. This didn't happen to me.
Oh, okay.
It was my guy.
my
Uh,
guy.
So I was the acting squad leader because my sergeant was gone. And I had one of my newer guys was like, "Hey, I'm gonna go, use the latrine." And we just had like a line of porta johns. And so he steps out, goes down there, and we're working at a weapon shop, so like we have an air conditioned trailer,
Mm,
right? So we're chilling in there, and it's like at least 100 degrees outside.
damn.
And I'm not really paying attention, just working on some M16s and 249s and doing my checks and stuff. And I like looked down at my watch and I'm like, man, he's been gone for a while. And I'm like, whatever. Like maybe he's just taking his time or looking at Facebook. This is before TikTok, so.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm fucking weak.
and then like at least 30 minutes had passed, and I'm like, all right, this is pushing it. Like I know it's hot as fuck in that porta john.
Mm,
And so I walk out there and like knock on the door because there's only one that was turned red. And bro fell asleep in there, and we actually had to get him an IV the next day because he was so dehydrated
yeah.
from sitting in there for so long.
oh, man. Sweat it
And
all out
yeah,
of
he
them, huh?
sweated it all out.
Mhm.
That kid transferred out of my unit like 2 months later. Never saw him again.
Hey, legit hot box. I know exactly how that shit feels, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
boy, that should be devastating. And in the cold too. A super cold porter john or a super hot one. Both of those shits are fucking horrible.
Oh, yeah. Hands down, the worst.
I feel, man, I can't even say that. I don't know if I'd say hot or cold is worse. I don't like the heat too much, but like when it's so cold that your cheeks freeze to the
Yes.
seat,
Yeah,
bro.
there's just,
I mean, obviously though it'll be okay because you're warming up, but
yeah, but then you gotta get up and get back outside, and then
Yeah.
it's still cold
Yeah.
outside. Like that's
Mhm.
just there's nothing fun about that.
Especially like if you like fighting a wind chill, like there's a crazy wind chill.
Yeah.
You in the fucking porta john, you come out and that bitch just destroys your life again. Oh
Yeah.
my god!
You were cold in there, you cold out of there.
Mhm.
At least in like the heat, it's hot as a bitch in there, but then when you get out, it's actually cooler because there's almost a little.
Oh,
breeze
that's what
out
I'm
there.
saying. The hot ones are so bad, man. I done been in the motherfuckers and like my fucking bowels is just like a MRE done fucked me up. This is
Yeah.
like the 4th day after MRE, so it's like that shit working through me now.
Yeah.
And I had to I've had moments where I got to like crack that bitch open because like, bro, I'm in that bitch dying. Like I need some airflow in this bitch, bro. My stomach is not gonna let me leave this bitch yet, so I need some air, bro. Hey y'all, don't look in here, bro.
Save me, Tom Cruise. Save me.
Facts.
And then our last response to this was related skill: how to fall asleep in 5 minutes or less.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But a lot of us do get insomnia as well.
Yes.
Because we have that ability, I think they're related. Like the fact that you can go to sleep so quick also makes it hard.
I know that this skill specifically drives my wife crazy because like I could lay down in bed like and she'll be talking to me and I'll be asleep. Like out.
I do not have this ability. Never got this ability.
Really?
Shit me.
Yeah.
Now, if I'm like really tired, I'm gonna pass out. Like, but that's a different story.
Mm-hmm.
But nah, just like
And I mean sometimes it depends. Like if I'm overthinking something, yeah, I ain't falling asleep anytime soon. But
oh, my fucking credit score.
Generally, wow.
Bro, I'm telling you, that's some shit I done been through, bro. I'm in that bitch, damn, bro. It's so low, bro. What I'm gonna do? Tossing and turning.
hey, broke hunter knows that feeling.
362. All right, nah, I ain't gonna lie. That's low as shit. I don't
Wow,
even know if your
that
shit
was
can
gonna
get
say
that low.
like, damn, dude, that's bad.
That's like 5 bankruptcies. 3.
Motherfuckers finna get separated. Unfortunately, my dog, it's 360. You out of here, bro. You're out of here, bro.
Oh man.
Shit.
Man, I don't know about this next one. Next comment. We'll just go ahead and do it.
Let's roll it.
Jacking off in a porta potty.
Yeah, that's its own skill. Hey, man.
Hey, yo. Hey, so I'm going to just say this. Yeah, I've been freaked out for a long time. So for me, I didn't have to develop that skill. That's just like an innate talent.
Yeah.
But I've met a lot of people who's like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, I couldn't do a lot of this shit before I got in. So I get it. I definitely get it. I've had this account before. Just like Jack Shacks, just like the Porter John. Hey, man, you gotta get creative, man.
Hey, you just got to disassociate with one around you and just handle
Real
your
shit.
business.
Real
Handle
shit,
your
bro.
business.
How can you do that, bro? I don't care what's going on. I gotta get this nut up.
Yeah.
I've been stressed out this week.
That's what I was about to say. You got to relieve that stress,
Yeah.
man. That's what I was about
Bro,
to say.
and I've talked to motherfuckers about this at like 18 and shit. Y'all know there's like a point, no matter what MOS y'all got, there's a point at 18 where everybody just start turning into bitches, got attitudes and shit like that. I done told people, I'd be like, bro, y'all gotta go bust. Y'all gotta go bust, bro. A lot of y'all not coming, bro. This is why y'all acting like
You
this.
gotta go take care of your business and then come back. And
Yeah, go
be
bust,
normal
you'll be
human.
alright. You'll see the relief on somebody's face.
Yeah, you went and jerked off, didn't you? Hell yeah.
Yeah, I never ask them, but it's some of them. I just look at them. Yeah, you got that off. Though. Y'all need that bus, man. So PSA for y'all, man. When the going gets tough, the beating gets rough. Next time.
Oh shit! Oh shit! All right. The response to this was only place with any privacy. In some cases, this is true.
Yes.
But Porter John said there's no privacy in there. Motherfuckers will just be shouting through the damn other Porter John talking about, hey man, you beating off in there?
Hey, now that
Yeah.
I think about it, it's even more of an art because like you do got to be real,
Like
intentional,
discreet
while you're jacking.
Can't be making no noises, nothing like that.
Yeah, because the Porta Johns will sound off, bro. Like smallest
Shit's
movement,
echo.
that shit gets,
You're like, damn, I know that. I know that sound. I know that fucking sound. That.
Hold on. Is that an arm movement?
Well, so little throwback to a story that we had from I think it was Chris K from TikTok. With the cook.
Oh yeah, the cook that jerked off in a sleeping bag.
And see, like that man had mastered the art of like, I don't give a fuck who sees this going on. Like, I need this right now.
I'm telling you, hey man, see, and this is why I can't remember what I said, but I promise you, I said shout out my dog or some shit like that in his defense because you need that bus, man. You need that bus.
He went on to make breakfast for everybody. Added a little bit of salt to it.
Yeah, bro, that's it.
I'm
man.
pretty sure he washed his hands. We all agreed on this. He washed his hands.
Better have to wash his fucking hands.
Or maybe it was just a little salty. I don't know.
Little extra protein.
Little extra protein, yeah. You beat me to that.
Nothing wrong with that, man. Get the macros
Oh,
in.
man. All right. Next comment. Sitting in silence if needed, not needing to be distracted by something or talking to someone.
Yeah, like I said, I would watch paint dry if they told me I just needed to wait for dismissal. Like, whatever I gotta do, shit. It's fair.
Yes. I agree. Okay, next comment. Adjusting on the fly because even if you have a plan, nothing is going to go right and someone higher is going to totally fuck it all up with an idea that they overheard once in OCS. Man, we're just shitting on the officers right now.
Hey, man.
Yo, shout out
like
all
we
my
talked about. We
officers.
just gotta, sometimes you gotta bear wrestle that good idea fairy. You just gotta fucking take them down.
Second part to this comment. If you don't know the answer, I will find the resource to find the answer. iCivi life. I'm guessing in Civi life, there isn't always a book, TM, or regulation to fall back on, but someone somewhere wrote that shit down and will find it just to prove a point and shut you up.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. We, oh man, this dude's retired now, maybe it won't be a big deal. But, we had this guy, maybe I'll look out his name. We called him Regulation Reigns because he knew the regulation just good enough to like get around it if you know like
the gray area.
Yeah, was a master of the gray area. And but he loved nothing more than to throw the regulation at you when you were in the wrong.
Yeah, but he wasn't in the wrong. He was in the gray.
I mean, borderline.
Hey,
Anyway,
you're allowed to dip your toes in the water. You just can't go full face in.
just can't go all the way in. Next comment: shamming interpersonal skills, confidence, and that perception is reality.
Yes, yes, and yes. Even after my first deployment, when I came home, my the yellow ribbon stuff. My parents and my significant other were there with me, and they all said, like, whenever they were like asking, the lady at the yellow ribbon was like asking questions, talking about like, oh, like what's something you notice different about your service member now that they've been back 60 days, like, or whatever, and like all of my people, my loved ones, agreed that I had developed like a far more significant amount of confidence in myself. Um, Even just the way I held myself was like just far more confident. So yes, the military, 100%, I feel like builds confidence, whether you want it or not. You gotta just be confident in what you do and what you know.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I already forgot the other two, so
It's all good.
you gotta repeat them.
No, we're gonna move on. We're running low on time. So, the ability to turn my brain off and just do. This isn't always a good thing. The military has blunted my critical thinking abilities. I kind of agree with this. I mean, like, being able to turn your brain off and just do, like, I feel like that's just
I mean,
a lot of the work that we have to do sometimes is kind of just like mindless, like, go sweep the floor, go do inventory. Like, you don't really need to
think.
critically think.
I mean,
if
they
you will.
even call it 10-level tasks.
Yeah.
Like, they're the basic of the basic. So
Mhm.
yeah, makes sense.
But I do agree with the blunted critical thinking abilities because I feel like sometimes we're like your brain is a muscle, if you will, and if you don't use it, it's going to dull.
Yeah,
Right.
that and they
So,
put you so much into a box, and they're like, "Hey, just do this." That
Yeah.
when you have to do something outside of that box, it's like, "Whoa, hold up, what's outside of this box?"
Right. Right. Next comment. The ability to not worry about things out of my control.
Yes. Oh my God.
This took me some time once
Yeah.
I got into like a leadership role, and I was like, because as a young E5, when I was at the RSP working as a training NCO, and I guess you could say assistant readiness NCO because my NCOIC was not always around. Um,
I've heard a lot about situations like that happening. That shit is funny.
like
It's fucked up, but
like
it's funny.
I had to do so much that I didn't do previously with the old NCOIC that it got to the point where it was like so overwhelming that I actually had to have like one of the civilian contractors that worked with us was a retired sergeant major. And he actually like sat me down and he was like, "You need to quit focusing on things that are out of your control." And like after having that conversation and just somebody like literally being like, "Look, you're doing a great job, but stop focusing on the dumb shit that you have no control over and only focus on the things that you can actually control." And it was like, I'm not gonna lie, like that has helped me so much in recruiting. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Because there's so many factors that we can't control at all. But yes, this is and I would say that's an underrated skill.
Yeah,
Oh,
100%. Yeah.
Oh,
Difficult one to obtain, for
yes,
sure.
agreed.
Underrated, underdiscovered, underappreciated. Yeah.
Yep. Next comment: showing courtesies to dumb fuck contractors. Sir,
Damn.
I mean, some contractors are just assholes, and you're just
Yeah.
expected to be courteous to them.
True.
Yeah.
So.
True. I remember being at well, shit. I mean, this was basic training or AIT. And like some of the guys in the dining facilities, they were like the same age as me, like 18. And I'd be like, "Oh, thank you, sir." I'm like, keep moving. He'd be like, "Please don't call me sir." Like, dude, we're the same age. Like, no. And I'm like, I kind of gave him like a weird look, and it's just so drilled into you during that time. Like, you know, you just do it. But never really dawned on me that it's like, yes, it's like a sign of respect, but also, like, I guess it could be a little bit weird for somebody the same age.
I do that shit with kids. Like, people younger than me. Like if I know,
Yeah.
even if I know they're younger than me, I still just do it.
Yeah.
And
Ye-
it's been like that since day one. I think this shit is funny.
But also, I feel like when you get like that age gap where like you got like 9 to 10 years age gap, stuff like that.
Mhm.
Um, those younger kids is like for me talking to the high school kids with recruiting, they like it when I call them sir, or ma'am, because it makes them feel, I don't know, pumped up, whatever you want to call it, like I'm doing them some courteous service by
Yeah.
calling them sir or ma'am,
Mhm.
making them feel more like an adult type
Yep.
deal.
Yep.
I never really thought about it like that, but I also didn't grow up in the South, so
Yeah, that's fair.
I feel like that plays a little bit into it because that wasn't really a thing.
Yeah, that's fair.
So
Because like they're always taught, oh, you're supposed to call an adult sir or ma'am, like
Mhm.
whenever they're raised. So whenever someone calls them sir or ma'am, they're like, oh, I'm an adult. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Mhm.
Subconsciously. Yeah.
Now once it's like a peer to peer, like if Johnson calls me sir, I'm like, shut the fuck up. That's a different story.
Hey, my bad, sir.
All right, I like this next one. Higher tolerance for the process and building a daily routine that actually keeps me in shape at 30 years old.
W man.
Mm,
W man.
yeah, it's fair.
Yes. Like, well, in having just turned 30, um,
Five.
this has become a lot more real. And like Johnson and I were talking about this when we were kind of talking about wrestling, where I was like, dude, I remember back in like high school where I could like come into the wrestling room right after football season weighing like 20 pounds heavier than I was going to wrestle at, knowing full well that I was going to lose some weight.
Yep.
And like not even cutting weight, but just like the amount of calories that you burn in wrestling practice in comparison to like a football practice
Yep.
is just unreal because it's just go time.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. For anybody that's wrestled, like you'll understand. But,
Oh, for sure.
but I would literally like in 2 weeks I'd go from like weighing like 152, 155, which is where my weight was generally during football season, right back down to like 130, 138. Because that's about where I wrestled usually. And without even trying, like wouldn't change my diet, didn't change anything other than just what I was doing to work out. Yeah, I can't do that shit no more.
Yeah, no. The body don't be bodying like that no more.
Like you definitely have to, as he said, trust in the process or have a higher tolerance for the process. But I feel like it also goes into just like your work and life in general. Like you just gain a higher tolerance for understanding that like there's a process to kind of everything, and you have to just kind of like let the process happen.
Yep, and be willing to commit to process.
Yes. We got a couple of repeat comments, so like how to sleep anywhere. And then this one: don't expect any signature back within 2 years of submission. Now, all I'm gonna say is the squeaky wheel gets the grease. Because like if you submit something with zero context and you never follow up, you never ask questions, it probably got lost somewhere, fell through the cracks. But like if you're constantly bugging somebody about it, they're gonna fucking do it so that you'll leave them alone.
Yeah.
And like this is it's the truest thing in the military specifically because if you're bugging somebody to do their job in the military and every single time they don't do it, you give them ample time. I mean, you don't have to be a dick, but give them ample time to do their job and they're still not doing it. Just start CCing or adding the next person in their chain of command to the email traffic. It'll get done.
Oh, yeah.
It'll get done because you're literally like, hey, I started this at the lowest level and I'm just going to bump it up one level every single time you still decide not to do this and you're still fucking me over.
Yeah.
Like, no one cares about your career more than you. So you got to take care of yourself. You got to be the squeaky wheel.
Yeah. But also when I like that. That's like over exaggerating the joke
2
I
years?
made where
Oh my
I said something about being an hour and an hour means 3 to 5 business days. That's talking about 3 to 5 business days being 2 years. Like
yeah,
it's definitely this. But yeah, I mean,
I'm not gonna lie. I would like some context to this comment just because I'm curious. But
I mean, you do get a lot of times where like motherfuckers take a leave. Like we get a lot of leave, and they'll just take a week off, and you won't get there'll be no context because they won't set up their email to do the auto response where they're like, "Oh, hey, I'm on leave. I won't be back until this day. If you need assistance, contact this person instead."
Yep.
They'll just not. You just won't get an answer back until the following week, and just whatever.
And by that point, it's just fuck you, right?
Yeah, it's just fuck you. That's why you're supposed to set up auto responses, but people don't do that. So it is what it is. We got this whole great system in our emails, and we just don't do it.
That was like almost like an automations type of pitch.
Hey,
That's funny as fuck.
I mean, it works though.
Like, yeah, so you fuck ass people, just so you know.
At least put it in your calendar so I see you as red, and then I know, oh, you're busy for the next 8 days. Got it. Duly noted.
Bitch.
Expect delays.
Some of these next comments are not necessarily related, but they're a little fun. So this dude said most of the answers here covered mine, but my buddy is a spooky boy and got sent to a major airline to learn how to be a flight attendant.
Interesting.
Cool.
Okay.
Next comment: the skill of settling on a crappy situation and just dealing with it because things can always be way worse. Sometimes things suck, and that's okay.
Embrace the gawk. Embrace the suck. The throat.
Yep. 100%.
Okay, so I don't know. This maybe you need context for this for some people, but bro said I can stop a goat from bleeding to death. So I don't know if anybody's doesn't know that when you go to 68 Whiskey School to be a combat medic, and they quit doing this. They put it out in the news, so this doesn't happen anymore. But previously, they used to cause physical harm to an animal, and then our combat medics would then go and fix whatever they did, like stop the bleeding.
Yo, Peter did not like that shit.
They would stop the animal from dying, and that was how they trained them to do that for people.
Oh yeah, whenever we did the CLS, the combat lifesaver classes, they would show us a video of where they would just like cut a fucking pig, and the pig would just be bleeding like a motherfucker, and they would be stuffing the combat gauze or whatever into it, the quick clot.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, this next one, I want more context. Lock picking, karaoke, and using what's available to makeshift luxuries.
Wow.
Lock picking.
I mean,
well,
to be fair, we developed that skill.
Yeah.
Whoa. Hey. Lock, dude, never mind.
Hey, man.
That's not really a lock. I just bypassed the door.
Hey, man.
Well, I think
we bypassed the lock. I'm just saying.
I think that would qualify by some people's standard.
All right.
Just saying.
All right, fine.
But karaoke, I don't know about that now. Everybody sings karaoke.
Yeah, usually, especially if they're drunk enough.
Yes. That's the only few times that shit has happened to me, and I was drunk as shit. I regretted it so much the next day.
Yeah, because there's videos now.
Yes. Yeah. But everybody that was there was supposedly enjoying it. Continue.
All right, this one: the ability to fuck off and disappear for hours at work and get away with it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, shamming.
Yeah, Sam Shield. Yes, sir. You get
somebody else said that earlier, but that's still.
If you don't get that nowhere else, you'll get that at 4. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Professional shit bag.
Next comment: to consume a 1,200 calorie meal in under 2 minutes using only a spoon, and sometimes not even that.
I told you what my drill sergeant said. He said, privates, if you can't shovel it with a spoon or slap it on some bread, don't put it on your plate. Yep. And I live that shit. Like, I don't like to eat food if I have to cut it with a fork and knife, I don't like to eat it. Even now, 15 years after basic training, I don't like to do it.
That's crazy.
It's facts.
Yeah, it's true.
But yes, and I mean, 1,200 calorie meal. I don't know if you've ever read an MRE, but they're more like 4,800 calories.
Yeah, no shit. That's an all dayer minimum.
Awesome. Well, that's all the time we got today. Again, thank you for listening, and please make sure to hit subscribe. Yeah. And if you'd like to hear anything, please comment. Let us give us some feedback. Like, we would like to know things that we can improve on, and things that you guys like or dislike about what we're doing. And hopefully you continue to listen and enjoy the podcast, because we definitely have a good time with it. But do either of you have anything you'd like to add?
Really, it's
Uh,
just talking about what you guys like to hear. Because I mean, I like to think that we have our serious conversations where we just kind of share our experiences, just some of our knowledge. Because we, between the three of us, we just have been in a minute, which can kind of be helpful to some of the younger crowd. The older crowd just gets a laugh out of us,
yep.
which is cool. I mean, hey, if you guys want us to be a little more serious, hey, we'll be more serious. If you guys want us to be more jokey, hey, I mean, I'll just tell the funny stories and not the serious stories. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, cool. And I mean, and give us some topics. Like, go throw something in our subreddit, and we'll get it pushed out to some of our other socials and stuff like that to see what other people think. I mean, like, we're definitely open to talking about pretty much anything.
Yeah.
um,
I'm kind of a hoe for topics. So.
yeah.
Yo.
Oh,
But anyway, thank you again for listening, and don't forget to subscribe. So until next time.
Oh shit. I can't even think. Fuck. Pika Pika. There we go.
oh.